6 years after Annalise Keating, Viola Davis described her college law course as how to get away with murder, and after countless lies, betrayals, and more than a fair share of murder, we finally learn who actually gets away with murder. The ABC drama managed to give each of the main characters the karmic justice they deserved, while also delivering plenty of surprising plot twists and emotional farewells to our favorite young murderers. As SNL's Stefon would say, this finale had everything: Frank, Charlie Weber, killing more people, Laurel, Karla Souza, leaving the group and disappearing, Annalise talking over prosecutors and then giving a badass speech, Oliver being cute and breaking our hearts, Alfred Enoch speaking Spanish, and better makeup effects than This Is Us. So let's break down exactly what happened, who got away with what, and what was up with that surprise Wes appearance. Who was shot? Image via ABC. The episode begins with a flashback that gets slowly revealed throughout the episode. We hear gunshots outside the courthouse after Annalise's trial ended. There's chaos and people running away while we see a horrified Tegan, Amirah Vann. At the same time, Laurel quickly drives away with Christopher. What exactly happened? Well, as we find out later in the episode, briefly after the trial ended, a very pissed-off Frank arrived at the courthouse and gunned down Governor Birkhead, Laura Innes, just as she was coming out of the building. Sadly, Frank is instantly shot by Birkhead's guards, and bleeds out in Bonnie's, Liza Weil, arms before she realizes she was also shot in the crossfire. By dying with the woman who probably couldn't have lived without him either way, and who also did her fair share of killing, Frank finally gets some karmic punishment after a lifetime of being essentially a hitman. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. There is a lot that happens before this shooting, so let's turn back the clock to the trial of Annalise Keating. Who shot Hannah Keating? Image via ABC. We don't really get a concrete answer for this. After the previous episode built Hannah, Marcia Gay Harden, up as the key witness who could help Annalise win the case, we discover she had apparently committed suicide. Annalise quickly thinks Frank did it, but he assures her that he didn't pull the trigger, for once. But at least Frank seems to think it was all Governor Birkhead's fault, as this is what prompts Frank to shoot Birkhead to death. Did anyone get an immunity deal? Back to the trial. 3 days before Frank and Bonnie tragically die together, we see Frank pay whom he suspects as the secret witness, Gabriel, Flynn, in order to persuade him not to testify against Annalise. Frank urges Gabriel to leave this life, and the drama and trauma surrounding his father, behind. Meanwhile, Connor, Jack Falahee, continues to suffer from guilt over betraying Annalise and agreeing to testify, despite him and the other members of the Keating Five being guilty.